If you clicked on this video, then you're probably like me and feeling super burnt out or demotivated with your art right now. Like you're running out of ideas and drive to make stuff in general. Sometimes all it is that you need a break, but if you're here, then you're probably not looking for that. So here's 10 digital art project ideas that you can try to hopefully kickstart something in you. Some of it may not be your thing, but hey, maybe it'll spark some other ideas for you.
Like two pieces of a bread in the middle of a sandwich.
Number 1, make a PNG tuber or VTuber avatar. Now, hear me out, you don't have to be a YouTuber or streamer to have one of these. You can just learn how to make one, and that's what I did. This is my VTuber avatar that I learned to make in COVID. I had nothing going on, and I spent about a month slowly finding these tutorials online, and I taught myself how to make one. It's definitely not the best, but it's mine, so I can now use it freely for my creative projects, or even just if I want to show my friends on call. It's pretty easy to get into. Like I said, there's lots of free tutorials online. PNG Tuber is even easier because it is not really rigging. It basically switches between standstill idle mode and open mouth talking mode. The software that I use to make my PNG tuber is called Vtuber. I recommend it because it's really fun to just do. You have this little guy that you just have, and it can be an intro into animation or rigging if you've never tried either of those before, and you might learn that you actually like it. Number 2 is pixel art. Pixel art is something that I've recently been getting into, and I'm using this program called Sprite that I found on Steam. But the great thing about pixel art is that it's so beginner friendly and you don't need any specific program for it. You can do this on any art program that you have. You just have to work at a very low resolution at like the pixel size. You can start making stuff right away. It's very chill, it's very low pressure, and you can really make it as simple or as complex as you want to make it. As for projects, like specific projects within the pixel art medium, it's really incredibly open. You can do so much with this. You could make stuff for games like sprite sheets, animations, items. I really like doing fantasy items, and it just doesn't require a lot of brain power for me, so I end up making a lot of swords and potions and stuff like that. You could make landscapes or character portraits. I've made animated outros for myself on my YouTube channel. You don't even have to do any of this for a specific project. You could just make a bunch of random items, textures, characters, anything that you want, and just use it as a nice chill practice medium. Number 3 is learning how to use BlockBench. My previous video, I learned how to use BlockBench, which is a free 3D low poly modeling software, specifically for games like Minecraft. But really, anyone can use this, and you can use it for anything. It doesn't have to be Minecraft related. And I found it to be really, really nice to get me into modeling, because I always found like 3D modeling in like Blender really confusing. I'd open up the software and I'd just be so overwhelmed. But I found BlockBench to be a very, very nice ease into that genre. Number 4 is making a 3-page comic or some other limiting number. I find it really helpful to have a constraint to not get overwhelmed by big ideas, because many people experience this where they have these really huge ideas for comics that are like 20 chapters and, you know, have so many characters and character arcs and plot and whatever, and that's just like way too much to actually wrap your head around and get started on. So try to just start with 3 pages and tell a complete story in that page count. And you might have to kind of rethink what your idea of a story is. Like, for example, my story for this one was a cat biker who at the start seems to be this really tough cat and is getting some suspicious substances from this crazy looking gang leader. But at the end, you see that it's just catnip. Anyways, it can be really anything you want, and it can be a great stepping stone to make a bigger story in the future, or if not, at least you have something finished under your belt that you can post and share with people. Number 5, drawing cinematic moments of your OCs. You've probably had this before where you get an idea for something, especially late at night, and you have such a vivid image of this epic moment going on in your head. It might be for a larger story idea that you have, but try to focus on that one image that you have in your head and draw it. Like full concept art, full fleshed out illustration, draw that moment, even if you do not have anything else about the story fleshed out. I found this to be extremely helpful in just getting myself drawing something and also getting what's in my head down onto paper. And I also get a lot of enjoyment out of finishing art pieces and getting to the stage where I can polish it and make it look cool. So I had a lot of fun just making these little moments that would pop into my head about my characters that I could make look like I have a bigger idea than I actually do. Like most of these, there's actually nothing more than you see, but it can be a really good jumping off point in the future if you wanted to look back and use these as inspiration or concept art. But otherwise, you have a complete finished piece that you just made look cool and you can impress other people with too. Number 6, make a storyboard. This could be a moment in your day. It could be something that you experienced in a video game. It could be something short like a comic idea. The point is, keep it short, keep it simple, and storyboards are supposed to be rough. They are not supposed to look particularly nice. You can refine it later, but overall, it's just supposed to be quick and focused on your storytelling and composition. So this can be fun for certain people. Other people might absolutely hate this. You could also turn it into an animatic or a music video, and you can, sync it up with your favorite music. You can make it about a particular fandom that you're interested in. These tend to do quite well on YouTube if that's also of interest to you. And so this can be a good long-running or short-running project. Number 7, make a YouTube channel and post weekly time lapses or whatever the heck else you want. So I did this throughout high school and it kept me very consistently making stuff. Basically all that I tried to do with it was I would make something over the week and then take that time lapse and post it with music, and there you go. I would just try to make something better than the last thing that I made. So this was very good in keeping me consistent and keeping me focused on my own improvement. And so this can be a very good long-term project that you can very nicely see your improvement over time and build up a nice looking page and maybe get some followers at the same time. I know that this one might not be for everyone, and that's okay. I just found that for me, it was very helpful in keeping me consistent. Basically, it encompasses all of the other projects in it, and it can be a very nice thing to look back on and see where you've come from and what kind of progress that you've made over time. Number 8, draw something to then build in Minecraft, or draw a build that you've made in Minecraft already. I know this is like incredibly specific, but if it interests you, it could be really fun, especially if you've never tried it before. So the whole idea is that you either make concept art for like a building that you want to make in the game. Like I made this guardian shop on a server that I had, and I decided to draw it first, and then I went off of just that drawing as my reference to build the actual building. Or another thing that you could do is if you've made a building in Minecraft, like maybe you're a builder, you can make an art piece out of what you have. Like you could take a screenshot, maybe throw on some shaders, and then try to make a painting of it or just a sketch. Number 9, animate something. If you've never tried animation, I do recommend giving it a go. If you're an artist that is used to drawing and can draw, animation is really not that far off from what you can already do. It's just adding a few more drawings to make something look like it's moving. And there's a lot of tutorials online that you can use to get started with just the basics, but it can be a good overall project to just learn animation, or you can do something with that skill, like making a 30-second short film. So when I was in my animation program, we had a short film class where we had 2 weeks to make a 30-second short film. And you can see these 3 that I made for school all on my channel. It's sort of like the comic idea where you have a constraint and you are forced to make something under a time constraint, and that can be really helpful in just getting something done. And then you have something that you can show and also learn from, like you have something done that you can then improve upon in the next one. You could do this in any medium you want. It could be stop motion, it could be 3D, it could be live action. It's just a project to have. It kind of encompasses a whole bunch of different aspects. Like you would have to make concept art, you would have to make the character designs, you would have to make the storyboard. So it kind of all comes together, and this is like the overall big project. And it might be really weird to some people to hear, like, how do you make a story in 30 seconds? I would say it's more about capturing a specific feeling or moment that a character has. Or you can even bring on other people into your project and start making it a collaborative effort. Then at least you have like accountability and you're all working on something. That can be really fun as well. Well, anyways, that's kind of all of the ideas that have written down on my notes app. So I hope some of this inspired you. I know that some of it was really, really specific to me. Again, it was just all my personal ideas that I wanted to try out myself. Please let me know if you do end up trying any of this stuff. I did make a Discord server that you can join. It's in the link in the description. You can share your art with me if you're also an artist, and share with me any projects that you've made. I'd love to see it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that it helps in some way, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya!